Right, now let's get to some real fighting this weekend. UFC 309. John Jones is back, even though he's avoided Tom Aspinall for the longest time, and John Jones should right now be fighting Aspinall, but they both keep talking about interest in Pereira. So nobody really wants to fight each other. It's a crazy little sport, or politics gets in the way. Anyway, John Jones versus Stephen Miocic, a very dangerous fighter, but he's on the way out. As we know, this is why Jones has got the athleticism to put this guy away or finish the fight on a unanimous, which I feel it will be a shutout from John Jones, and John Jones gets a unanimous decision. I'm more interested in Chandler versus Olivera. And you know what? I'm going to give Michael Chandler the benefit of the doubt. I actually believe he's going to win this weekend, because win or lose, he's always in an exciting fight. But Michael Chandler, for me, gets the win because I do like the propaganda of the training, and he's saying he's back to his best. And you know what? I'm a believer in Chandler. If he doesn't make the same mistakes as he did in the first fight, he has got the capabilities to put Charles Oliveira away and this time finish it. Now, Oliveira is dangerous on the ground. He's dangerous when he's hurt. He's dangerous stood up, down, wherever you put him. And he's well versed. He's done it to Poirier. He's done it to Chandler. Did he beat Gaethje as well? He's beat everyone apart from Makachev. However, I'm interested to see if Chandler's athleticism is good, and if Chandler can learn from the mistakes and not get too brought up in the I'm the show guy. I think he's his own worst enemy. When he's winning a fight, he's clearly dangerous. It's not that. It's when he's losing a fight, he tends to pretend he's winning. Like, stop playing to the crowd, man. Until you're McGregor, or until you're someone who can actually finish them, stop playing to the crowd. Play to the crowd when you're whooping them and when you're winning and when you know it's over. That's Chandler's biggest enemy, is himself. He loves the show, but start putting a win in front of the win's more important right now for Chandler. Definitely not pleasing the crowd. So even if he grinds it out, and you know what? I'm rooting for him, and maybe I'm not thinking with my brain, but we don't all the time. I'm going to go with Michael Chandler in New York. I'm going to go with Chandler on this one. I feel like Oliveira's not looked his best as of late, and Chandler's had a good layout, and the freshness will be with him. He doesn't need much encouraging on the cardio. It's not the cardio, it's just the decisions which cause mistakes. But if he doesn't get caught in a triangle or a choke or anything stupid like that, I do believe that Michael Chandler can pull this off this time. I'm bought, I'm sold. The physique looks great. All Oliveira has to do is survive again. Maybe he could catch Chandler. Listen, what a crazy fight the first fight was. I believe, though, this time out, I actually believe that Chandler will finish the job. The freshness is going to be with him. He's not been in a lot of fights lately. And like I said, the cardio he has for days. It was just last time a little bit of inexperience when he caught Oliveira. He had him, and then the second round, he just let his guard down. I think now is Chandler's time to learn from all those little gap holes and start dominating the division. And I'm a fan, and I believe Chandler's going to win. Get your comments in. I'm sorry to everyone in Brazil or wherever, and you're thinking Oliveira's going to win. Listen, I hate to break the news, but he's losing this weekend. That's what I feel. And John Jones is going to beat Miocic. Edge it out. I feel it's going to be a unanimous. I don't feel like he's going to stop Miocic. But John Jones is the greatest fighter in UFC history now. Like, look at his CV. There is no doubt. Although he is avoiding Aspinall, but so is Pereira, and rightly so, because Aspinall is too big and too fast, and that's the problem. He has fast hand speed, and he has fast knockout power, and he's just big. He's a proper heavyweight. and that's why they don't want to go in with him. You saw what he did to Curtis Blades. You've seen what he's done to other fighters. They don't want him. And it would be an interesting fight. Jones-Aspinall isn't set in stone. I do believe that Jones has all the skill to beat Aspinall if Aspinall is just counting on his size. But I do believe that Aspinall has skill and speed as well. And it's just about youth right now. Even though he's not young, but he's compared to other fighters. But anyway, off that, I would go with Aspinall just on that, but not easy. I wouldn't say it'd be a knockout. I don't think anyone's capable of knocking Jon Jones out. I'm going to say that right now. Look at him. The guy's a Terminator. The guy's built like a skyscraper. He's got the perfect MMA style. He could be out for 10 years, come back and still win with ease. He's just a natural physical specimen that has the right reach, the right frame. I'm saying, not me, but him. He's just a natural specimen that he has that physique. It's lanky, but it's stocky, and it's just a right physique and knowledge and skill versatility. Nobody's knocked Jon Jones out. Nobody's going to knock Jon Jones out, even if he fights Aspinall. I do believe Aspinall doesn't have the skill set to knock Jon Jones out. And I'm a fan of Aspinall, but I think Jon Jones is just a freak of nature that brought mixed martial arts and took it to different levels. Not as exciting as Anderson Silva, but didn't need to be because he has the wrestling, he has the martial arts, he does have the KO power, but he just controls everything. And the Matt Hamill fight aside, anyway, I'm off that. That's another story. I actually believe it's a very dangerous fight for Aspinall, and it is not as one-sided or like Jones couldn't win that. You never, ever, ever write off Jon Jones. He's the best for a reason. And on Saturday, although it's going to be a tough fight, he has not looked as amazing as he has in his earlier career. It doesn't matter. He gets the win against Miocic, even though Miocic is very, very, very dangerous. Jon Jones just a unanimous. I'm going with Jon Jones on unanimous, and I'm going to go for Chandler by third round. I think this time out he gets the win. So Chandler and Jon Jones for the wins at the weekend. Let's go for a double. And Jake Paul and all. Let's go for a treble. Let's get a 3-piece with a soda. See how I get on. Put your comments in. What do you think is going to happen in New York? And what do you think is going to happen with a Jake Paul Tyson? Check that video out. I've done my prediction in that, but I'm not taking that one too seriously. It's just a show. Right, peace.